From being one of the most promising youngsters in the league to leading his Cleveland side to a comeback from 1-3 down in the NBA Finals, LeBron has truly done it all in his NBA career. But the King is obsessed with becoming the GOAT. Well, there really isn't any debate about LeBron being one of the greatest players we've ever seen in the NBA. However, there will always be a debate about who the GOAT is. And for the longest time, most people have agreed that it's Michael Jordan. There's an occasional debate where some people say LeBron is the greatest, and that section of fans has continuously grown over time as LeBron's career has progressed. And with every single milestone that James crosses in the league, his claim for the GOAT status solidifies even further. As someone who has followed LeBron very closely throughout his career, one thing that stands out for me is how conscious he is about his legacy. He knows where he stands in the NBA's GOAT debate at all times, and is constantly trying to reach the pinnacle. That's how it's been since day one. If you look at his career from the start to where we're at today, it's a story about a young boy obsessed with being the greatest ever. Fast forward to 2023, and LeBron has achieved all that there is to achieve in the NBA. He's a multiple-time NBA champion, NBA MVP, and NBA Finals MVP. With this latest scoring record in the league, LeBron has cemented his status in the NBA as the greatest of all time. We can debate about it all day long, but in his own mind, LeBron is now the GOAT. And to be honest, he does have a point.
I don't think it has. I don't think it has hit me. I had a moment, obviously when it happened and embracing that moment and seeing my family and my friends and, people that's been,
I genuinely think that with everything considered, LeBron calling himself the GOAT isn't entirely unreasonable. In this debate between him, Jordan, and maybe Kobe, he definitely has a lot of things going for him. He's got trophies like I've already mentioned, and he has the individual records. And after becoming the all-time leading scorer in the NBA, he's made sure of one thing at least, that his name won't be forgotten for a long, long, long time. I mean, that wasn't gonna happen anyway, since I think he ranks at the same level as Jordan in the GOAT debate. But this is also a fact that a lot of great players have had their names lost in history because they didn't have any notable records against their names. And now, LeBron has one of the most notable ones in the entire league against him. Add to that all the other things he's been able to achieve in the league, and you'll have one hell of a legacy on your hands. It signals bad news for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's legacy, but does wonders for LeBron. That is where individual records are important. They make sure that your name keeps resonating in debates for generations to come. However, I would like to point out one thing here. LeBron doesn't need any scoring records to prove his greatness. I mean, I completely appreciate his scoring record, not just this particular record, but the history he has and the numbers he continuously keeps putting up. It's there for everyone to see. For me, LeBron's strengths lie in other areas of his game. Rather than being a great scorer who does other things well, he's actually someone who's a great basketball player that can score too. That is where he differentiates himself from someone like Steph Curry. Even LeBron, who never tries to sell himself short, has always maintained that he's not a scorer. In my opinion, LeBron's greatest attribute is his ability to dominate games. He can control the tempo of a basketball game. Sometimes it actually baffles me how someone with his size can move as he does. On top of that, the vision he has is absolutely insane. He can pick inch-perfect passes from near impossible positions. There's also a small matter of him being monstrous in defensive situations as well. Everyone remembers his block on Andre Iguodala in the 2016 NBA Finals, right?
Wow. His third block of the game as we come up on a minute.
I've honestly never seen a better block. LeBron was so far away from him, and the way he flew in like a fighter jet to stop that ball from going in still gives me goosebumps to this day. Imagine all of that in one single player.
I don't really get caught up into percentages and things like that, if I'm not shooting the ball well because I put too much work in my craft. So, I know it'll even out at some point. But
And then add to that LeBron's scoring ability. If you look at his all-around game and then add his scoring numbers to that, then you have some concoction on your hands. He literally has all the range. He can score from halfway down the court like Curry, and he's also deadly from inside the paint. Then you have those runs that he makes from outside to the basket. Stopping someone moving with his momentum is nearly impossible. I mean, I know these are professional athletes, but I would never want to get in the way when LeBron's charging toward the basket like that. In those situations, you only have a total of two options: foul him or let him score. You can try blocking, but I doubt that would bring a lot of success for you. And we already know about him being the all-time leading scorer in the league. But do you know what's the most impressive part about his scoring record? It's his points per game average.
You shoot 38% from downtown. Here comes LBJ! Look out!
Oh, the crowd on their feet. That's what they came to see. If nothing else happens, they're happy.
He's managed to score more than 38,000 points in the league, with an average of, wait for it, 27 plus points a game. And for someone who has always been a pass-first distributor since his high school days, someone who isn't a selfish player hunting for his own buckets, that is quite insane, mind-boggling even. But even crazier is the fact that LeBron is 38 years old. You often hear this about youngsters. Whenever they perform well, along with the praise comes another statement, that he or she is just 20 or 22 years old. It's a way of saying that there's a lot more from where this performance came from. With LeBron, however, I'm forced to say the same. I know he's already 38, but I honestly can't say that he's slowed down with age. If anything, his scoring numbers have gone up with his age.
Try to go small on him, so he takes him to the rack, and three defenders there. He puts it up, puts it in, gets to the line to see if he can complete the three-point play. Right now, the Lakers up.
Even at this age, he looks in the prime of his athletic ability. There are no signs that suggest he might be retiring anytime soon. He actually looks hungrier for success than he has ever looked. LeBron is the only player in the history of the league who has more than 10,000 career points, rebounds, and assists. He's been named in the All-NBA team a remarkable 18 times. And sure, Jordan was also a fantastic player. His ability with the ball is unmatched. He could do things with the basketball that were absolutely scary, and I also accept that he was a better scorer than LeBron. But I honestly don't think that LeBron is too far behind in the GOAT debate, if he hasn't already overtaken him. And if you ask me, Jordan can't match LeBron's longevity and his commitment to the game. From day one, LeBron has looked like someone who is 100% focused on the job being becoming the GOAT. And I'm not saying Jordan wasn't committed to the game, but given his multiple retirements and tryouts with other sports, LeBron definitely wins that debate. LeBron's fitness at his age is a testament to his commitment to the game. That's why he would be the perfect inspiration for any upcoming athlete. That's the level of commitment an athlete should aspire for.
This. LeBron 19 in the game.
Well, that's all, folks. That was all about LeBron's legacy in the NBA. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.